Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. Today we are getting insight to help you overcome a challenge that you're facing. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm happy to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. I have cleared and intended and chosen these cards and I have not looked at them yet. I'm just giving a little extra clear to help us get the insight we need for you today. Got a lot of clearing going on here with some smoky quartz, clear quartz, and a bit of grounding for us here with a tiger's eye palm stone. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel. It's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. You can find out about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. Link is down in the description for that. Again, today we are looking to get you some insight to help you overcome the challenge that you are facing. So I want you to take a look at these 3 different piles of stacked up cards. I'm going to place these clear quartz mini pocket stones here on top and allow yourself to figure out and choose which one you are being called to, which one has the information that you need. A reminder, this is a collective reading, not an individual reading. So please pay attention during the reading to what is resonating with you and take the divine nuggets that you need from the reading that you choose. All right, take a moment to see which card pile is calling to you, and then you can head to the description to jump ahead in the timestamps to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the card pile all the way to the left to see what kind of insight is going to come through for you to help you overcome the challenge that you're facing. I'm going to start by picking 3 charms just to give us some insight through the charms before we turn over and get into your spread. Number 1 for you, group 1, that puzzle piece charm there. Set that over here. So it looks like you're going to get some insights with the puzzle pieces coming together. Number 2 for you. Ooh, a shooting star there. Group 1. Hope, energy. And one more for you, group 1. Look at that, group 1. Growth. That's the tree of life there. New beginnings and knowledge. Lots of wonderful energy with the tree of life. Amazing charms to kick off your reading there, group number 1. All right, I'm going to move this clear quartz here, scoot this over, and we're going to see first what kind of helper you have here coming through from the Keepers of the Light deck to help you get through the challenge that you're facing. Look at that. Faith coupling right up with that shooting star energy. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. She's helping you to have faith as that is her divine appointment, really. So an amazing helper for you just to kick off this reading. What I'm basically hearing here is to keep the faith, which is kind of cliche there since you did choose faith, but you're going to want to pay attention for sure to any kind of insights you're getting from your throat chakra, meaning what you're hearing from your spirit team and the divine. Start chatting with them, start communicating with them for sure, because this blue energy will awaken that kind of alignment for you. So anything having to do with your throat chakra or your brow chakra, open those right up for yourself to help get the messages that you need to help you through the challenge that you're facing. Okay, I'm going to just take a look now with the Muse Tarot cards that were chosen for you here, group 1, about what's been going on in the past for you, first up, and we're only going to be reading these upright today. That is the intention. 7 of Inspiration. What a beautiful card here. Grounded into your creative abilities and what it is that you want to do, your purpose, steadily moving ahead there with that, feeling really aligned, group one. And so that's actually an amazing card for you to have, especially when you have this faith energy guiding you along. They're asking you to keep the faith about what it is that you already know, right? So they're asking me to look at this puzzle piece as it concerns this past energy, which means you may have been inspired previously. You may have felt that, you know, I'm on the right track. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going within and feeling like, you know, I have what I need. Perhaps, thank you. Perhaps there is a call now for you to pay more attention to your own energy. You don't want to be seeking approval outside of yourself. Okay, so if you've been doing that and you're running into a block or some kind of challenge as it concerns, you know, your inspiration or your passion or your purpose, yes, they're just saying, you know, it's time to kind of put that down and get back into yourself. You don't want to be, you want to reconnect. Thank you. Reconnect to yourself. Let's see what's going on here for you in the present moment. Okay, Two of Materials. This is a very good card. It's asking you to move in balance, especially in the physical realm and as it concerns money. And they're just talking about like what you're investing in. So if you've been up against something that's making you feel like, should I invest in this? Things were going well, and now I'm not so sure. If you've been getting into any kind of a scarcity mindset about what it is that you're meant to do, how it is you're meant to do it, what they're asking you to do, because twos can be also like decision energy. And in order to make the best decision for you to get you through whatever it is you're facing, you've got to be able to do it in a balanced way. You got to look at both sides of the coin in the physical realm, on the physical plane. So look at the reality of both sides of things in order to help you make a decision. Let's see what your future card looks like. Six of Emotions. It looks like you're going to be moving to a place where you're going to be looking back, basically. Now, this is a nostalgia card, and it can bring balance into your life if you're in a reflection mode in the right space. So thank you. No ego involved in this for you. In order to get through and move forward with this obstacle or challenge that you're facing, you've got to get out of your ego altogether. If you've been sort of boastful in the past here with what you've been creating or what you've been inspired to do, they just want you to come out of that and get into a balanced mode right now. And that's going to help you move forward in a way where you can do some reflecting. That's really positive. As you can see, you know, you can get lost in the past, reflecting on what you did wrong, what you could have done better, what didn't work for you, and feeling like kind of a failure is how they're putting it. They don't want you to land yourself, thank you, in that kind of energy. It's not going to help you move around this challenge or get through this kind of an obstacle or challenge that you're facing. You've got to be able to keep the hope and keep the faith alive. And I mean, she is helping you do just that. So if you've been on a roll and then it got kind of hard and you've gotten into your head about it, it's time to come back into balance for you. And what they really are saying is you have to be able to look at things exactly as they are. The last thing you want to do is be in any kind of illusion. You need to be rooted in the actual truth about, you know, what you're looking at here, what you're looking at there, what you're facing, or if you have to make a choice, what are the actual options that you have? Not what do you want it to be, but what is it? And then do some reflecting, because that's going to give you some insights into the roots that you already have planted, where it is that you can grow. Okay, you've got the tree of life energy. That energy is divinely connected as well as rooted in the physical realm, because you are a physical being as well as a divine being. So you've got to be able to work in balance with both. You can't just forget about the fact that you're a divine being or only work on the physical plane. Okay, you've got to be able to do both in conjunction with each other. And that's really what's being called for you right now. Big answer for you is faith energy, like I said, because the puzzle pieces are going to be coming together, but you've got to be able to step into that hope, to set an intention, to be clear about what it is that you want, but then remember what it is that you already have and what it is that you've already been through, and don't get stuck in the past. It's going to be very important for you to keep the faith, keep your belief alive, but also then, as I said, do some reflecting on what it is that you have gained and where it is you still need to do some growing, or where it is you need to still do some thank you learning. And so sometimes, we have to be open to what information is coming through for us, or insights we still don't have yet. Real balance between the ego is needed and your intuition. If you've been up in your ego, it's time to start listening to your intuition and get right on the physical plane. Again, looking at things and accepting them as they are, not as you want them to be. Okay, let's take a look at what you need to release here. Ooh, interesting card here for you in this release position. So this is, the Queen of Inspiration here, right? Or the Queen of Wands. They want you to look at, it's like a break is needed there for you. You must have been really pushing here in the past. This card will help you get grounded, but sometimes it can be too much where you need to return to yourself. It's take another look at your intentions and see if they're still in alignment. That may be causing a block for you, or maybe presenting a challenge for you. This is a wonderful card that allows you to bring to fruition, whatever it is that you're passionate about, or whatever it is that you feel is aligned with what you're inspired to do, or your divine service or purpose. And they're asking you to take a moment away from that right now, reacclimate and reset your intentions to align with this kind of energy. It's important for you to, because sometimes it's like the opposite of this card, or the ego side of this card can easily be moved into. And I'm picking that up big time. You may have been spending some time in your ego, and that will certainly block any kind of divine insights coming in for you. So it's time to just take a break, if you will, reacclimate. Yes, access your true motive is what they said. Access your true motive. Sometimes so your spirit team or spirit will place a challenge on your path or bring something in to help you reacclimate to what you're actually doing or what you actually want. Sometimes we can lose sight of things. And here they're asking you to, release anything that's attached to this energy egoically. They want it to come from a true divine place, from your heart center, from your, second chakra. So from your inspiration center, from your actual passion, and then set your intentions based on that. Do not feel the need to have to, show up in a certain kind of high level way that other people have decided for you. So if you've been lost with your motive or your why, why am I doing this anymore? You've got to come back into balance, keep the faith in yourself as a grounding energy within you, and then toss this out the window and take a look, reflect and take a look at what it is you really want here. What are your true goals? What are you aspiring for actually? It may have changed for you, group one. And so it's not weird at all for an obstacle or some kind of challenge to show up in your path to help you take another look. Let's look at what they want you to be receiving here. Oh, look at this. Knight of Shells. This is like a chivalrous type of energy, okay? And yes, sort of wooing. So don't be afraid here to feel beautiful in your own skin, to know and not forget that you do have this amazing light. It seems like you've been able to move forward in areas of your inspiration or your passion. It's just for some reason there's a block here, and it has to do with your ego, and they need some reflection and reacclimation based on whatever it is that your motive currently is, or if you've kind of moved off your path a bit, they're trying to bring you back. So they want you to open up to receive even more passion in a heart-centered way. So something that, again, feels really connected to the divine intention or divine motive that you have. You need to remember, is what they just said. They're looking for you to remember and not lose the hope or the faith that you have in yourself, because that's not what it's about. It's about coming out of your ego and trying to get these puzzle pieces of what it is that you already know, right? And where it is that you want to go from a very heart-centered, divine place. So it's going to be absolutely totally fine for you to, pamper yourself, perhaps, to love yourself or give love to others. They're asking you to receive this kind of energy in. So you never know, there might be a person that comes in. The Knight of Emotions or the Knight of Shells or the Knight of Cups is, like I said, chivalrous, romantic, etc. And maybe you just need some time in this space in order to be able to get out of your ego and the push to be a certain kind of way, to show up in a certain kind of vibration. They're giving you a stop point here, a marker, a challenge for you to be able to reconnect to yourself and your motive. Now let's see what the highest outcome energy is for you here. If we step into and understand this kind of intention that they're giving you, this kind of insight that they're giving you. There we go. So clearly have no fear. You just need a break. Earth magic, grounding yourself again, fearlessness, removing obstacles. So the obstacles will be naturally removed for you, which is wonderful. It's like you won't have to do a whole bunch to get into a space where you know what to do and how to move forward with a heart-centered intention. There's not a whole lot that you'll have to do. That's going to be the natural highest outcome. But you've got to get out of your head. You've got to move back into hope and faith, reground yourself, be open to those puzzle pieces and those nuggets coming in from your spirit team, whether they be on the back of reflecting about, what it is you already know, what it is you already have been through, where you failed and what you need to do differently coming up. But they're really asking for balance first to get into that space and to release the need to show up in a certain kind of way and step into your heart center and receive some love. This is going to naturally remove the obstacles for you, which is absolutely amazing. So there's no huge action that you have to take to pick up and remove your obstacle group 1. Instead, it's a lot of internal work here and just reconnecting to the faith and the belief in yourself, thank you, and what you've already been through, and using that knowledge from a real heart-centered, intentional place moving forward. You don't have to force yourself to show up in a certain kind of way anymore. This card in the release position here, it's like you may need to take a break from what your mind has been telling you you need to do or need to show up as, and instead start to receive some heart-centered love. Start to spend time with people that you love. Give yourself some love. Okay, it's like give yourself some gifts almost. Give yourself the gift of love. And this is going to help you to ground yourself. This is amazing here. You've got help from faith, which is a divine connection, amazing. And then you've got the earth magic here in the highest outcome position, which is very grounding. So see, you will have, hopefully your energy centers will just be lined right up at the end of this after you've been able to reflect and kind of let go of that ego-centered place and really start to reconnect to your heart center and create your why very clearly, then communicate that with your spirit team and never lose hope, never lose faith. You're going to get through this challenge. The obstacles will be removed for you. Group 1, Thank you so much for listening. If you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by just giving it a thumbs up. If you know someone else that would find it helpful, feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when I post the next Pick a Card reading. I hope this was helpful for you, Group 1. Just know that the obstacles are going to be removed. Got to keep the faith, do some reflection, but you have what you need. Thank you so much, Group number 1. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, you chose the middle pile, and we're going to get some information and insight for you on how to overcome the challenge that you may be facing or an obstacle that's in your path. I'm going to start by just choosing 3 charms for you to get some insight through the charms on what you might be facing and how to move through it. First charm for you, Group 2, is the wheel. This is a steering wheel, asking you to steer, make decisions for yourself intuitively, they just said, and know when to let go and let spirit lead. Interesting. Okay. Number 2, the wolf charm. The leader of the pack. Okay. It sounds like you may be a great leader, Group number 2. And knowing when to fall back. So same kind of message, especially if you are in a group of people and you do feel like you are a leader, knowing when to steer the ship, when to lead the pack, and when not to. Also, thank you, wolves connect to our intuition for sure. So being intuitive and making those decisions intuitively. And last but not least, how nice. Cheerleader cheerleader guide showing up for you. So you've got some real encouragement from your spirit team here to help you move through this kind of challenge that you're facing. Step into the leadership position and trust your intuition to know when it is you need to do that, when it is you need to fall back, as they were saying. All right, let's take a look at your cards. I'm just going to put that here, stack that up. Now we're going to see who's helping you a bit. A divine helper from the Keepers of the Light deck here. Ooh, look at that. Amazing. The Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Doubling it up there with the Miriam. Also, Sacred Vision is important. Insight and intuition. You can call on the Miriam here. Yes. It's like healing. Yep. Yeah, they're talking about the healing energy. And these flowers here. It feels very hopeful. Choose to forgive in order to heal. So forgiveness is going to be called upon. Very interesting. Encouragement guides showing up for you there to help you through that. So feel free to call on the Miriam here. It's like they're saying both sides, both sides. Okay, let's get a little more information about what's been going on for you in the past, where you are right now, and what you can look forward to in the future, or the direction for you in the future to help you move through this challenge that you're facing, or this obstacle that's kind of popped up on your path with the Muse Tarot. We're only reading these upright today. Will you look at that there? Okay, the 10 of Voices for you. You might have been here stuck in your head, worried about how to move forward. They're saying that you have some, just move that and popped. Let's take that as a nod from Spirit. Thank you, guys. Okay, so you've been stuck up in your head a bit. But the 10 of Voices is actually being able to understand something, get to a conclusion of some sort, especially in your mind, and then being able to communicate it. So you are a leader, Group 2. It's going to be important for you to sort of not toss that away It's important for you to make decisions for yourself, thank you. But sometimes I feel that you're needing to make decisions for others, and you've got this sacred vision energy happening here, which is going to connect nicely with the Ten of Voices energy. I'm just listening for you, because if you already know what it is that you need to do, then something that's holding you back, or some kind of truth or understanding, may have waylaid you, is the way that they're saying it. This can be like a harsh type of ending. So if you're feeling like something's coming to an end, and I don't know either how to process it in my mind, or I don't know how to communicate it with others, it's going to be important for you to listen and tap into your vision and understand that you are a leader. Know when to steer the ship, to take the lead, and when to fall back and let others lead. Especially, again, if you have been in some kind of turmoil in your mind as the result of, could be a relationship or an experience you've been going through. Again, this is a challenge pull. So if someone didn't tell you the truth or betrayed you, because blocks in your throat chakra there, it's like kind of shocking information, shocking, something came to light and it's been really painful for you, or closed things up really quickly, and you've been kind of stuck in your head pondering and not knowing how to move forward, or not feeling like the leader anymore. This actually provides you with an opportunity to begin again, to receive new insights. That's why they want you calling upon the Miriam, because that will open up your brow chakra and allow you to see new visions, new insights. And you've got that wolf there connecting to your intuition to lead. Thank you, to lead. So don't be too hard on yourself, especially in your mind. If this is going on for you in the past where it's been really hard, or like I said, painful ending, there is still reason to hope and to understand that you do have the support there. Your cheerleader guides show up when you need some help, remembering that it's here forward, that you can move forward, that you don't have to get stuck in the past. Let's see what your present card is. Of course, the Hermit energy for you coming up right now. So don't be afraid to go within yourself, to take some time away to process this, especially if your mind has been, going and trying to figure it out, and how could this happen, or why is this happening? They need you to spend some time alone with your sacred vision, okay? Opening up your energy again, seeing what is being shown to you by your intuition, and connecting and remembering that you do have the support that you need from spirit. So don't be afraid to spend some time alone to move through this challenge. Sometimes it just takes time, especially if something was very painful. That they just showed me somebody's mind spinning, a major mind spin. And you're like, I can't even believe that somebody would say that or do that, or I can't believe they lied to me about that, or if something concluded really quickly and you're still kind of carrying it. Spend some time alone, speaking to yourself and your spirit team, knowing when you need to let go of the wheel for a bit and let your spirit team lead you if you need it, okay? They're asking you to move into yourself here. The Hermit is about re-acclimating to yourself, or refinding yourself. Refinding spirit is like finding yourself again. Or solitude energy, the good kind, where you make space and time to reconnect with you. Okay, and for your future, that's nice. Emotional support there. 3 of emotions, 3 of cups. It's like you will have people showing up to support you. You may actually get back into a place where you meet new people that are going to come together in a different way, in a heart-centered way, where they want what's best for you. They're working off the true intention that you have for yourself. And you're building like a new community, but you have to be able to trust your intuition there to know. And that's why they want you reconnecting to yourself. You see, they're pointing out the moons that are in this card here, okay? Coming together with your intuition, thank you, to a heart-centered type of community or help or... yeah, in order to be able to further express yourself or express yourself in a different way, in this case, if you are a leader, to lead from a more heart-centered place. You need to reconnect and be able to lead from a intuitive, heart-centered place. Anything else? Yes. Be open, they just said. They want you to be open to that. In order to get there, you've got to go here to be able to start healing and understanding that ending, that cycle, that whatever it was, needs to end, okay? Needed to be completed, yes, completed. These 10s are completion and renewal. This is just, sometimes can be very harsh ending, but it was meant to happen. Now they need you reacclimating to yourself so that you can welcome in divine support, and community, really. Others, welcome in others that are going to help you express yourself or help you move back into that leadership position with intuition in the future. All right, let's look at what they want you to look at releasing. 10 of Feathers. That's hilarious, Spirit, really. Well, they're just hammering this home for you, group number 2. Yes. If you have gone, through a very painful ending, they want you to release it. This is the same card, okay? Same card. 10 of Voices is the 10 of Swords in the Muse Tarot. 10 of Feathers is the 10 of Swords in the SpiritSong Tarot. I know. They're just giving me a little feeling of the disappointment energy is how they're putting it. So I'm so sorry, group number 2, if you've been disappointed by someone or a group of people or something's happened. I mean, it really feels like a difficult ending. Maybe your challenge is in moving back into yourself after this painful type of ending. See, recovery, transformation. That's the energy of the 10 of Feathers here that she pinpoints or puts on the card. And that is available to you. You are going to be able to lead again. You can move back into trusting your intuition. It's like you'll be able to know when it's time for you to step back at the helm. And for now, if you need to, let spirit guide you. Let them steer. It's time for you to go within. 10 of Feathers. Yes, I feel like I'm so sorry, group 2. You're getting double confirmation here that this was a difficult thing, difficult challenge or ending. But you do have hope for renewal because this is completed. So yeah, they just said, it's over. It is over. And that can be hard. We need you to care for yourself and move into solitude. Now let's see what they want you to open up to receive. Wonderful. Knight of Acorns. This is the Knight of Inspiration or the Knight of Wands in this deck. It's like getting your mojo back. That's how they just said. They want you to be open to receiving new insights, how to move forward, how to take action, where it is you should be going or leading. And that's why you've got this future energy. They're telling you, you're going to move back into a community of people or attract people that are going to help you feel like yourself again or get your mojo back is how they're saying it. And know what it is that you need to do. It's like you'll see where you need to make moves, take action, and you're going to feel that inspired to do that again. So allow yourself in the solitude to know that your spirit team is not only cheering you on, but they're telling you that it's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. You are going to know what to do in the future. You are going to be able to move forward, not just, with like slow and steadily, but you're actually going to have this drive energy to move forward and take action where you need it. You're going to be inspired to do so. You're going to know what to do. And so be open to receiving those kinds of insights. You know, you've got the vision here, the sacred vision guiding you and helping you along. So it is, thank you. They just said it is going to be okay. All this stuff is in past release position here for your spread. Very, very difficult. However, you need some time to reconnect so that you can lead again, so that you can feel like yourself again and get your mojo back. And they keep saying that, get your mojo back and action what you need to action. It's like getting back on the horse. Let's see what your highest outcome here is with this kind of insight. Idyllic times for you in group 2. That's nice. Yeah, they're pointing to this card here again. The garden, paradise. How nice. Just listening. It's like having done the work, having done the soul searching, having taken time for yourself and spending time with you in solitude, connecting to your spirit team and your intuition. It brings you to this kind of beautiful energy where you understand what they're saying, which is all is well. You can leave that in the past. We are human beings, and so they honor the human experience. Your spirit team is not making or asking you or wanting you to rush through it. However, they do want you to leave this behind and start listening to your own sacred vision, your own inner voice. Thank you. In order to be inspired again and move into a place where you're feeling welcomed and able to express yourself and lead if you feel as though you need to, not only lead others, but lead your own lives. It's like get back on the horse. And this leads you to this wonderful paradise type of energy where you really just feel like, yes, okay, it's better than okay, actually. Not only is it all okay, it's better than okay. And again, they just want me to remind you, don't forget that you've got your cheerleader guides or your cheering section guides really encouraging you to move forward. Yes, step into that solitude and inner vision and inner listening in order to feel revived or renewed or to spark your inspiration and passion, again, because it's gonna lead you to a paradise type of energy, ideal energy, feeling really great in the future, okay? Highest outcome for you. Group 2, if you found this reading helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up, or if you know someone else who might find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss the next time I post a pick a card reading. I'm very excited for you, group 2. I know you've got a lot of reconnecting to do, and I'm sending you out some love, moving through this painful situation or ending, but everything is going to be, as I said, paradise, better than okay. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you are listening to this, you chose the third pile here, and we're going to get some insight for you to help you overcome the challenge that you may be facing or an obstacle that's shown up in your path. First thing I'm going to do is get you a few charms to get some charm energy going and some insight through the charms. First up for you, group 3, is the crab charm. The crab is amazing. It's connected to water element for sure, emotions, but it also sidesteps around obstacles or challenges. So there may be another solution for you to move through this challenge or to move around it. With that crab energy, that's what that's indicating. Yes, nodding. So yes. Okay, charm number 2 for you. This is empathy energy, okay? Yes. You've got a hand with a heart in it. So either receiving empathy from others or giving it. Giving empathy, yes. It's like looking at something through a higher perspective. These are both connected to heart-centered energy, emotional energy, okay? Picking up big time on your emotions here, group 3. And last but not least, let's see for you. Ooh, another water charm here. The seahorse. The seahorse floats along. They also pair up for life. Okay. Okay. And of course, they're in the water, so they allow themselves to be led, or they allow themselves to move on the current. It's maybe around a relationship for you, a challenge in a relationship, group 3. Being able to open up your heart and provide more empathy for yourself first, of course, and then for someone else. Let's place your clear quartz to the side there and get into your cards. First, we're going to see what kind of help you have coming in for you from the Keepers of the Light deck here. Ooh, look at that. Group 3. Odin. Wow. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Yes. Yes. Very strong, powerful energy coming from Odin for you. Clearly, you're going to need to work on not only your third eye, which is the seeing here, but understanding truth comes in your throat as well. So I would work on opening up your throat chakra and your brow chakra and your crown. So top 3, because you're really looking for psychic insight or intuitive insight coming through, and you've got all emotional energy here popping up with these charms. Clearly, you're going to be able to move around this challenge. I mean, that isn't, it's like if you flow, you're going to get the insights you need to move around them and possibly open up your heart or actually give on the back of this obstacle, which is wonderful. But you clearly are being led by a very powerful Keeper of the Light. And it's going to be very important for you to trust and follow your intuition. Sometimes our emotions can get in the way. Thank you. Cloudy, they're saying there. Can cloud up your energy, cloud up the messages that you're receiving from the divine. And so it's going to be very important for you to be emotionally aware. Clear your emotional body as often as possible. Use water if you can. Thank you. Because you've got these, animals that are connected to water. So that'll help you clear out your emotional body. Let's see what we've got going on for you in the past, present, and what's coming up. Only reading these upright. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at this. It's a very good card. It's emotional completion, or you're getting there. You're feeling really emotionally aligned. That's actually wonderful. This is the past energy for you. You see her, she's fully connected. You can trust your intuition and follow it. Remember this energy if you've been able to step into it already, group 3. It's going to be very important for you to understand that you can balance your emotions, or if there's been a situation that's gone on, you can be emotionally fulfilled. Okay, if you felt that, great. If you've forgotten this, it's time to remember that. Open up your heart so you can feel the emotional fulfillment that the past has provided you. And if there's something showing up as an obstacle or a challenge on your path in a relationship, or if you felt a certain kind of way, right, because you're dealing with your emotional body here, they're saying actually, you're moving to a completion energy here. You can feel emotionally fulfilled. And if you're emotionally blocked, you may be missing the fact that this is actually a fulfillment energy for you, that you can be aligned with your emotions and actually use them in a way that serves you. And then that you can share with others on the back of that. Wonderful, group 3. I'm actually really happy to see that. Spending time clearing and feeling good in your emotional body. Let's see what the present moment says. 5 of Inspirations, 5 of Wands here. You know, here's the challenge. There's the challenge. The 5 of Inspiration is kind of doing the work or trying to work together with other people in order to get something accomplished or get to a certain goal. It often means there's changes going on, and maybe you're kind of having a hard time emotionally moving through those changes. But this card always says, you know, you're gonna meet your mark. You're gonna feel inspired again, or you're gonna get to a place where you feel more balanced, possibly with the help of others. So don't be afraid to include others. Trust your intuition, as Odin's guiding you to know who to work with, who not to work with, who to trust, who not to trust. You know, sometimes this card can be like a helping hand energy to get you to that place, which is wonderful. If you need to ask other people, like, what would you do in this situation? Or is there any way you could help here? It's like getting a helping hand in order to reach the goal, or in order to get to a place where you feel more, not just balanced, but like you can put yourself out there again, almost. That's what they're kind of giving me there. This is very good movement for you. Let's see the future card. Talk about movement there. Group number 3, Chariot, happening. They just said Odin when I saw this. See? You've got to reconnect to your intuition and your insight, your psychic insight. It's going to be important to show you how to move, where you're going. But movement is definitely going to be generated on the back of this. So you're going to feel, what they want me to say is like yourself again. Like yourself again. If you're not feeling that, you know, you were emotionally fulfilled, or things have been kind of rocky or cloudy, you really need to clear your energy. Group 3, intend when you are clearing to clear your emotional body. If you're holding things in, you need to be able to release that in some way. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. It's all about emotions for you. And you're going to see some actual movement coming on the back of getting help to feel inspired again, or to get to a place where you feel like you can sort of be seen again, or move out into the world in a different way. And then in the future, they're going to, you know, show you how. Basically, you're going to feel the movement forward, pushing you, going like, yep, it's time to move back out into the world, move back out into, onto my path. So if you've felt stalled as a result of a challenge coming on and disrupting all of your emotions, they're actually saying they want you to clear so that you can understand this actually fulfillment is available for you, and balance, right? Connection is available. Insight is available, but your emotional body cannot be clouded. And then to ask for the help you need to show you something you may not have seen. As you're connecting and trusting your intuition, if you're asking others, you can check in with yourself and say, like, does this resonate with me? Is this what I need? And then boom, you're going to get what you need to move forward. Not only just like moving around this obstacle, help from the crab, but also just like taking off, moving right forward, moving on. Thank you. Moving on. All right. So this challenge, you're definitely going to be moving on from the challenge. That's for sure. It's all about your emotions there. Yes. Your emotions may be sort of cluttering up. Okay, let's see what they want you to look at releasing. Again, only reading these upright. Okay, so this may have to do with a relationship, a partnership of some sort there. They want you to release. The 2 of Shells is the 2 of Cups, right? 2 of Emotions, if we're talking about this here. So if there was either a break in a relationship that really hurt you, or if you had to end something, or someone ended something with you, or it was just the thing, or if it was just the time to move on. That's how they're saying it. if it was just the right thing to do. They're really proud of you, thank you, and they're not wanting you to recoil, constrict. They want you to understand that this was the right thing to do. It actually is bringing you to a space emotionally where you can receive differently, And so it's safe to release whatever this relationship was. Now, if you've been warring, thank you. If you've been warring with yourself, for instance, that you do have a relationship with yourself. So if you feel like all of your physical relationships are in place, then for you, this may mean you're warring with yourself, the relationship you have with your mind and your true intuitive self. If you've been warring, it's safe to let that go, clear your emotions, step into your intuition, and get some balance there. You can detach from your mind a bit, is what they're saying. Okay. You'll know which relationship they're talking about allowing the release, letting it go, and leave it in the past. Understand that it's actually a fulfillment, that they're providing you with like a helping hand, essentially. Yes, thank you. A helping hand. Like if you've been rejected or someone has left your life or you had to leave, this could be any relationship, business partnership, friendship, familial relationship you've needed to create distance or detach. It's meant to happen in order to actually allow you to feel more emotionally fulfilled, more emotionally aligned. So it's safe to release that now. And what do they want you to look at receiving? Whoa, you look at that. Page of Shells. Wonderful. More, of course, not surprising. Heart-centered kind of emotional energy for you there. They want you to welcome in the inspiration that comes, especially when you ask for help and you get to a place where you're like, okay, I'm through this change. I know this was difficult and hard, but I made it. They want you to welcome in what's going to come in on the line of your intuition. So ask Odin to help you open up those top 3 chakras. As I said, do the work to clear your emotional body. It's very important. It is blocking. And then you'll be able to step into this energy where you're starting to feel these sparks of inspiration and kind of understanding things differently, or insights. And you're like, wow, now I know what to do here. Now I understand how I need to move forward. So they want you to really open up to receive these little nuggets of inspiration, or maybe possibly they just said some will have big insights, big epiphany kind of energy. So if that's you, amazing. Group 3, whoever that is, you may have this big, like, huge aha moment. Oh my gosh, I never even thought of it that way, or that's exactly what I need to do right now, because forward movement on the physical plane. So they want you to be open up your heart center, clear out your emotional body, get reconnected so that you can be open to those kinds of insights. All right, and we're going to take a look at the highest outcome for you from the Priestess of Light deck. Oh, there you go. There you go. Death and rebirth, darkness to light. So if this has been a very challenging time for you, especially if there was a relationship perhaps that, you needed to release or released you, your spirit team really wants you to understand that it's for your highest good. It's for your highest emotional fulfillment. You are going to be able to transition, rebirth, rejuvenate yourself. This is the highest outcome for you. Move forward in a different way, more connected, more inspired. Thank you. Exactly where you're meant to be. So don't resist, releasing this kind of relationship or connection, group 3, because it's time for you to be able to renew yourself, reinvent, thank you, yourself. Come back and do it in a different way that feels much more aligned for you, that feels really good, to leave that in the past, that relationship in the past, to leave that emotional turmoil, thank you, and step through. Ask for the help to step through. This is your highest outcome, is rebirth. Something's ending for you on purpose, divinely ordered, okay? In order for you to be rejuvenated, restored. Yes, reinvented. They keep using the word reinvention, reinvented. That's wonderful news for you, group 3. I'm so sorry if you've had to detach from something and it's been hard, but you do have the help that you need, and you will receive amazing new, inspiring nuggets from Spirit to help you move forward in the best possible direction, right around that challenge for sure, and then allowing yourself to flow here. And just carrying on. So on the back of the rebirth, that is the highest outcome for you. You're going to be able to move forward steadily with inspiration and being very connected. If you found this reading helpful, group 3, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. And if you know someone else who might find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them so they can take a look and get some insight for themselves. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notified the next time that I post a pick a card reading. How inspiring. What a great pull for you. Really excited for your reinvention energy. Thank you so much, group number 3.